Hello guys, welcome back to another video and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Hazel. Thank you so much for tuning in. For those that are returning, thank you so much for your support. If it is your first time, welcome. Guys, I am so super duper excited. As you can see by the title of this video, I finally received my passport. Yay, I finally got my US passport. Now, you guys have watched my previous video. Was basically giving you a little bit of how my neutralization process went. If you haven't, I will link it down below on the comment section, and I will also put in the video where I shared the tips that I have for the process. So I had shared with you guys on that video, I was actually going that very same day. I was on my way to get my US passport done. All right guys, so during this video what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you guys all the tips that I have as far as going through applying for your US passport. I'm also going to tell you my experience, and again I repeat, my experience. I'm going to share with you guys everything that I went through, what I did, and also the worst part, I have to return my passport. Yeah guys, so stick around. Let me go through all the steps as to how I went on about applying for my US passport immediately after getting my neutralization certificate, and how much I paid, every single thing that you will need to know to apply for your US passport, and also the reason why I have to return my US passport. And I will let you know if you happen to go into the same situation, what it is that you'll need to do. So before we chat on way too long, let's get into the video. All right guys, so once again, I have shared my experience on my neutralization, and I have told you guys everything that I like what happened during the day when I went for my citizenship interview, and exactly what happened and how I was able to do the oath ceremony in the very same day. Again, I will link the videos down below. And so that same week I went on and decided to apply for the passport, which was on if I'm not mistaken, the 6th. So I've got my notes here. I've got all the notes that I need to share with you guys to make sure that I give you every single bit of information based on my experience and what I think will be your best route. So I got my certificate the very same day, so my neutralization went on smoothly. I was able to get the go through the oath ceremony the same day. And so that day, when you go through your oath ceremony, you get envelopes that have the form that you will need to apply for your passport. So you will get a form inside those envelopes. Again, I have everything in the video that I did a couple of weeks ago. You'll have a form in there that you will need to apply for your passport. So when you do get that form, first things first, do not use any other color other than black ink. So that's first. Do not fill in the application form using any other colored pen but a black ink pen. And 2, do not sign the form. When you get home and you decide that you are going to apply for your passport, you fill it out as best as you can, but do not sign it. You wait until you get to the office where you're going to be doing your passport. That's when you will sign your form. Do not sign it, and make sure that it is a black ink pen. All right guys, so this is how my experience went. I went on the 6th of November. It was on a Friday to apply for my passport. Usually how everything goes is different than how things are going right now during COVID. So I was advised that my passport was going to take about 3 months. Yes, 3 months that I was supposed to wait for this passport. So basically I thought that I was going to be getting my passport in February, but that did not happen. So I'm super excited about the fact that I ended up getting it in 5 weeks. It took 5 weeks for my passport to arrive. So I applied for my passport on the 6th, and I did not do the expedited process. So there's 2 different types of process when you're applying for your passport. You can do the expedited one, or you can just do regular. Regular during COVID, they are saying that it takes about 3 months, and then expedited, they're saying it takes about 6 weeks. So it's up to you. I did not need my passport. I wasn't going anywhere. So I decided I'll just pay normal price. I will not do it expedited. And I'm so glad that I actually did that, because it arrived in no time. It arrived in 5 weeks. Okay, so for your passport, when applying for your passport, you need your certificate. So you need your neutralization certificate that you get after you have done your oath ceremony. You will need to send that along with the form that you will have to fill out, and you will need the original. So I would advise that you make as many copies as possible, and I would say you make them in color. Just make good copies and Staples or anywhere. And when you get to wherever you'll be applying for your passport, they will ask for your original certificate, and they will ask if you have a copy. They will also ask for a copy, but usually they have to make the copies themselves and add in a copy. So what you will need is your neutralization certificate, the original, and a copy. And then you will have all of that filled out, and then you will need passport photos, which in most places you can do the photos there. And then what you will need is certain fees. So this is how it was for me, and I'm assuming this is above board when it comes to the fees. So the expedited service for the passport is 4 to 6 weeks, and that's $170. But the regular one, which I was told was going to be 3 months, is $110. So now be very careful. When you do your passport, they ask for either a money order or a check. They do not take cash. I decided that I was going to pay using a check. So they ask you to make sure that you do not mix, or you do not put the fees together. So there's that $110 of your regular passport fee, and then there will be the processing fee, which is $35. Where I was doing my passport, it was $10 for the passport pictures. Now the $35 processing fee along with your $10 for the passport photos can be combined into one money order. However, the fee for the actual passport, which is $110, you cannot mix that fee along with the processing fees. So if you are going to get a money order separate, like before you actually go to the office, do not put them together. They will not accept it. So I did a check, and I just paid with my debit card for the processing fee of $35, and I decided that I was going to take the pictures there, and I paid $10. Now, some of us may know you do not need to do the pictures there. You can go to Walgreens, you can go to CVS, and you can get your pictures done there. So it's up to you where you get the pictures. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get the pictures done there. But you will pay the $35 processing fee along with $110 that will be for the actual passport. Okay, so like I said, do not mix the processing fee along with the picture passport fee. Do not mix those together because they do not take that. All right, so again, when it comes to the documents that you will need, it will be your certificate, original form. Now, I know for me, I was very apprehensive. I was not sure why I had to send my actual original certificate, but you have to do that. And what happens is that your certificate will come back the exact same time as your passport. So once everything has been processed and they mail you your passport back, they will mail you your certificate at the same time. So it will come back to you. And that's the reason why they say make a lot of copies in case you needed to do other things, maybe to start applying for your family members, or maybe also to apply for jobs. You will use your copy, but the original will be gone while you are taking care of your passport. So this is the envelope that it came in. This is the envelope, and in the back it has your address. So this is how my passport came back, and it just had this with it and the passport itself. Right, so that was in here, and then my certificate was sorry, this has my address, so I'm just gonna block it. Okay, so and then my certificate was in this envelope. It was separate. So your naturalization certificate, they will put it in a different envelope, and then your passport will be in a different envelope that looks just like this. So everything came back and everything was fine, but this is where the other tip comes in, guys. We know that a lot of us immigrants have last names or first names that are not typical. And so when you're writing it down, my tip will be make sure that you fill out everything in capital letters. So this is where the mistake happened for me, and this is why I am going to be returning my passport come Monday. So my passport is going right back, and they have to rectify the error of my last name. So instead of an L for my last name, they put an I. And I'm not sure where the error was in the system, but I did write my last name all capital letters. I'm not sure what happened, but where there is one part where it needs to be an L, they did an I. And so therefore my passport is not correct. So I have to take it back. And they did advise me that if I wanted to keep it, if maybe there's somewhere that I need to go to, I can keep it. You have 12 months. So from the time you get your passport, you have 12 months to correct any errors. And in case you change your name, you get married, or whatever the case is, you also have 12 months from the time you receive your passport to do the changes. So they were basically just letting me know that I do have that time frame to do the changes. I don't necessarily have to do it now if I need to use my passport for something, but I do not at the moment. So guys, this is where the next part of the video comes in, and I'm going to be sharing my experience as to how I have to go about making corrections for my passport. So this is the second part of the video, and we are returning the passport using this form. And so I was told that I need to go and get this form, which you can also print out online. It's a DS5504 form that you need if you have changed your name to marital status, or maybe there's an error in your name. So I have two of them. It's the same form. So one is going to be just what I'm going to show you guys, and one I've already filled out. So of course it has my personal information, so I cannot entirely show you guys everything inside. That's why I'm going to use a copy that has no information in it. All right, so because of the error, I am going to have to be sending back my passport myself. They do not mail the passport. Nobody mails the passport for you. You have to mail it yourself, and the address where you mail it is also inside this form. So everything you need to make that correction or to change, to have your name changed on your passport is on this. All the instructions are on this form, and along with the addresses also, they are on this form. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can see very well, but the addresses are on the form. So this piece you keep. So the front page of the form, which is this is what you keep for yourself. The form itself, it's just two pages of the form, and you basically just fill in all the information, your name, your last name, and then you will add another passport photo. So when I went to do my passport, you guys, I was given an additional picture. So I think there was extra that they take like four or six pictures, and they give you whatever extra pictures they have. So I had an extra picture, and so that's the picture that I've attached on the form right here. So if you guys see here, right here, I've attached a picture. You staple it. And as you will see here, I'm gonna try and show you guys that I do have, just so you get an idea. And I'm blocking my personal information. So this is where you put your picture, and you staple it. So I just use a regular stapler, and I just stapled the picture in it. And then you just put all the information that they ask. And then on the second page, within the application, they will ask you where the error is. So again, do not use any other colored pen other than a black pen. So be sure to fill it out very carefully and make sure that you look at the parts where there is an error or where you will be doing a name change. There is a little box that will be at the top. So if you look here, so you see it will say right there that there's a box. So you will tick on that box where the error is, so they know that the error was either on the last name or on the first name or on the middle name. And if you are changing your name, it will be the same thing. You will fill it out and you will tick in a little, there's a little box right above each section. You will tick there to basically let them know that this is where the error is, or to let them know that this is where the change is going to be or will apply, your last name or whatever the case may be. So that is what I'm gonna have to be doing right now, guys. Come Monday, I'm gonna be sending my passport back along with this form. I'm not sure how long the process takes. They did not give me that, but my hope is that it is faster than 3 months, you know, or faster than 2 months. The passport itself was quite fast, and I did not expect it to come back that quick. So I'm hoping that maybe it's a matter of 2 weeks at least. That's going to be my hope. And the address where all of this is going to be going to, I think it's in Pennsylvania. Yeah, it's in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. So I'm hoping that it's something that's going to come quickly. That is the information that I have, you guys. And I hope I did not forget anything, but I finally did get my passport. It's just a bummer that there is an error on my last name, and I have to take it back and hopefully get it back quite soon. So I was very, very, very excited about how fast it came back, and I was really happy about the fact that I did not do the expedited process. That would have been a waste of $170. I would have been absolutely upset. I would have been ill. So I'm glad that I just did the regular service, and it took 5 weeks. So I received my passport last week, by the way. I don't think I mentioned it. I received it last week. So that was just about a total of 5 weeks. And I'm really happy about it. It looks quite good, I must say, and it makes me feel quite good. It was a great early Christmas gift for me. It is such a blessing, and I'm very, very thankful. So you guys, I'm gonna end this video right here. I think I just rambled on way too long, or I just keep going and going about how blessed I am and how thankful I am. I'm gonna end this video here. Please, if you have any questions whatsoever, and if I'm able to answer them, I will make sure. Please just leave them in the comment section below, and I will make sure that I answer them as effectively as I possibly can. And again, this is just my experience. I am based in Maryland, for those that do not know, and this was my experience. So whatever I'm sharing might not be general for everybody, but the fees are the same when it comes to the passports. It is the very same fee everywhere. It's $170 for the expedited process, and it's $110, and then there's $35 of a processing fee. And again, the pictures can be done anywhere where they do passport pictures, and you can bring them along with you. So leave me any questions, any comments. I will be happy to answer them. Thank you guys for watching, and I thank you so much for your support and everybody that has subscribed. And if you have not, please join and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment and like the video, share it. Somebody else might be going through the process and might need the information, so please do share it with other people that it might be helpful to. Have a great festive season. Enjoy your holidays and enjoy your Christmas coming up. Thank you so much for watching, and again, I'll see you in my next video.